as a NBA fan right now. Let's see what. Guess what? The Pacers had won the series, so it's
Mm.
gonna be Indiana and OKC.
I'm gonna say this, okay?
Game one,
I'm
Thursday
gonna say
night.
this. I'm gonna say this. This is where Adam Silver, he's gonna have to do what David Stern did. He's gonna have to come up with some creative ways to market the NBA. He had a golden ride the last 10 years with LeBron and Steph Curry. You had a, but unfortunately, the last two players that players that we thought were going to be the future of the NBA, they didn't pan out. Embiid is soft. He ain't what we thought he was going to be. Um, the Ben Simmons is not who we thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be the next LeBron, but Ben Simmons just didn't pan out to be that. John Morant can't stay out of trouble,
Nope.
and Zion Williamson, they was acting like he was going to be the second coming of Shaq, but he in some mess.
Yeah,
He
he
got
can't.
rape allegations hanging
He
over
can't
his head.
say he can't leave strippers alone.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
right now, you got to roll with what you got. LeBron getting old. You can't ride. That man can't carry the NBA anymore. Steph is getting older. He ain't gonna be able to carry the NBA anymore. So you got Giannis. Giannis. First thing first, you got to go to his agent and convince him to get the hell up out of Milwaukee and get him to a major market team. All right.
yep.
I would like to see him in a New York Knicks uniform. Okay, I think New York would be the perfect. They are hungry for a title. They have not won nothing since 1973. So I think I don't want to see him go to the Lakers. We done seen phenoms in and out of the Lakers. Then New York needs an NBA championship.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
right there will bring. I think that right there will boost the ratings for the NBA if the Knicks were like playing in finals again, like they were in the 90s.
Yeah.
You got to figure out a way to market OKC because they're going to be around for a while. they're gonna be around. They're gonna be good for a long damn time. And SGA is the best player in the league. You gotta. I don't give a damn. You put him in every commercial, McDonald's commercials, Gatorade, like you did Michael Jordan back in the days. You gotta make him the face of the NBA. You got to go ahead because Luka can't carry the NBA. He that player. He'll raise hell in the regular season, but in the damn postseason, man, he don't play defense. He don't play defense.
I'm gonna say this right here. Giants won the championship, right? The Yankees won the championship. Mets won one.
The Mets won two.
Yeah.
Mets won. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut out the one that won the championship. The Liberty won one last year. New York Liberty, the WNBA New York Liberty won one.
Mm-hmm.
When the last time the Knicks won one?
1973.
That's almost 52 years ago.
Back there with Willis Reed them and Walt Frazier.
And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Tell you right now. Adam Silver, you messed up because the rating would have been high if New York would have won that series and played OKC.
Well, yeah, we all know that, but ain't nothing you can do about the outcome of a game. I know damn well Adam Silver was praying to God that the New York Knicks will come back and win that series. But the problem is, man, you cannot ride off these big market teams anymore. You can't ride off of them. The only way you can do that is, bro, you got to have the players to go. You got to have a situation where the elite players end up going to the big market teams. And the reason why you can't ride off the back of these big market teams is because the players that we thought was going to carry the league, I just named them: Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Zion Williamson, John Morant,
A whole bunch of them.
and Anthony Davis. Man, them dudes they didn't pan out to be what we thought they were going to be.
I'm gonna say this right here. One good thing about this NBA Finals, right? One good thing about the NBA Finals, Oklahoma City ain't won the championship, right? Indiana ain't won the championship. That's the only good thing about it.
One of these teams finna win their first NBA championship.
That's the only good thing about it. And who would it be? Unfortunately for Indiana, they ran into the Lakers. And OKC back there. Who did they run into back in the day? I forgot what team they ran. The Lakers, Phoenix, Portland, all them, Houston. You see what I'm saying? So this gonna be good right here. So right now,
look, I look at it like this, man. If the NFL, look, for the Green Bay Packers carry the NFL in the 60s, they dominated in the 60s, they dominated in the 90s, and they dominated a little bit in the Aaron Rodgers era. You know how small Green Bay, Wisconsin is. Green Bay, Wisconsin might be the third or the fourth largest city in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's that small. It's that freaking small. And the NFL figures out a way to market them. And it's a look, man, the two small market teams before the Eagles won the Super Bowl this year, the two best NFL teams were small market teams, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Both of them come from a small market, but Roger Goodell figured out a way to market them and to make Patrick Mahomes the face of the NFL. That's what Adam Silver got to do. He's a lazy ass commissioner. He got to be one of the most laziest sports commissioners that I've ever seen. He don't know what the hell I don't know, man, how they handle it. Or do the owners vote on the commissioners or whatever? But this dude don't know what the hell he doing, man. He is nowhere near on the level of David Stern. Nowhere near.
David Stern know how to market.
Yeah,
he knew how to market. And I'm gonna say this right here, and then we're gonna get ready to get out here. With that being said, look how he needs to take some notes from some of these the conference commissioners, the college conference commissioner. Look how some of these small teams get marketed. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Get marketed. Small market. Look at some of these small teams. We go all for days. These small market teams that got marketed the right way. See,
if they're gonna ride off, if the NBA having small market teams like the Lakers and the Knicks and the Celtics and the Miami Heat and Chicago Bulls winning championships is the only way that the NBA can survive, you know what they need to do? Mm-hmm. They need to do the same thing baseball did. They need to just get rid of the salary cap.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of the salary cap. Get rid of the salary cap, then you will have New York winning the NBA titles. You will have Boston, the Lakers, the Clippers. Yeah, man. Get rid of the damn salary cap. That's the only way. Other than that, they got to figure it out. Because like I said, OKC got a young team. Indiana got a young team. Minnesota got a young team. Hey, it's going to be like that, man. It's going to be like that.
So, hey, but one, I guess he said, see, and think about it. Well,
them ratings gonna be terrible. Oh man, let me tell you something. Look, you got a damn hell of a finals in the NHL. You got Edmonton, the Edmonton Oilers, the lovable Edmonton Oilers, bro, in the Stanley Cup Finals, bro. That's just like having Edmonton going up against Florida in the Stanley Cup Finals is like having the Dallas Cowboys playing the New England Patriots.
And guess what? And guess what? Since you mentioned that, for folks that don't know, guess what? Two teams was in the NHL Finals last year. These same two teams.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's why they ratings. That's why they ratings. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna look bad when the Stanley Cup is outperforming the NBA Finals, bro. And here's something else you better watch out for: the WNBA ratings are catching up with the NBA ratings, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
you got a lot of people watching the NW. You don't want a situation like what's going on in college, where more people are watching the women's Final Four than the men's Final Four. You don't want that to happen, bro.
Cause I'm gonna tell you this right here. With the women's WNBA, you don't know who's gonna win this mug. The Dreams don't came back. Sports coming back. Everybody's talking about all you hear about Indiana and Chicago. You see what I'm saying?
That's a nice little rivalry right there, man. Chicago, brother, they right next door. They're border rivals, man.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese.
Yeah. That's just like watching them two, man. It's like watching, man. It's like watching damn Martina Navratilova and Chris Evert all over again. That's what it's equivalent to, bro.
Yeah, and think about it. Let's give a shout out to Golden State Valkyries, the new WNBA team. Finally, Golden State got a women's WNBA team. Shout out to them.
Yep. Shout out to Golden State.
They first year in the league. So, hey, I don't know. If y'all want to know who's leading the league, I'm going to let y'all know right
now. My team, you know my team. I'm an Aces fan.